Hello everyone, welcome back to the Mordor campaign. This episode we have a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. First and foremost, I just want to take a quick look at Edoras because I don't know how to say this, but King Thengel has sprung out of nowhere with this massive fucking army, and I've received no notification of it. I only happened to notice him because I was busy moving a bunch of troops around in here. So there was some sort of scripting that caused him to spring up. All of these, this is a very, this is a constructed army. Constructed through scripting. No AI would recruit an army in this fashion, let's just say that. And they're all at top strength, etc. So he's just sprung out of nowhere to recapture Edoras. And he is 116 years old. I'm not sure who this is. I think it possibly may be Theoden's father. Theoden, son of Thengel. That sounds right to me, but I'm not sure. Luckily, we're in the middle of a recruitment spree in the former Rohan lands, former Rohirrim lands. So we've actually got an army already built. We have all of these troops in Entwade. We've got some men outside of Alberg, Dun, Harrow, and Edoras. They were about to ship these dudes off. Let's just say that. And we beat them to the punch. So we've we've got these guys who can at least cross the river. So they will arrive next turn. We've got some Urukai here, which will serve as the beginnings of our resistance, our reinforcements, should they attack Edoras. Actually, I think we have troops. Most of these guys are able to reinforce in the case that we are attacked. Either way, I feel as if we get attacked, we're basically boned, essentially. There's no way to survive this massive army. Our only hope is that they don't attack right away. So I've got a huge amount of siege equipment, anti-personnel, ballistas. I've got a unit of Alec High, courtesy of Akorahil. In Entwade, these guys are going to garrison Fangorn. So once we deal with Thengel, we can then get these troops over to the west. In the west, speaking of, our good friend and foe, Wolfir the Profane, he wussied out, and he's a PU-55Y, and he's retreated past Adorn with his massive army that could have potentially reconquered Gnird and saved the kingdom. So it's going to be a few turns until, well, alternatively, we could just march with this army, in all honesty. We could grab, without Sauron, we could attack Adorn this turn. We have quite a lot of men. Most of them are archers, though, so that's the only thing. We would need more troops to capture the walls. We have 4 melee units, spear unit, and a mauler, plus a bunch of halberds. And I don't think that's enough for me to satisfy the requirements in capturing a wall. Now, I have, as I've said, begun and continued the recruitment spree. So we have all of these troops that we recruited in Rohan and coalesced outside of Entwade like some sort of lime jelly, maybe like a lemon lime with bits of pineapple in. Oh, pineapple in lemon lime? I don't know how I feel about that. Anyway, they've coalesced outside of Entwade. They've been forced to march to relieve Edoras. In Minas Tirith, we're beginning to recruit a bunch of units from West Osgiliath, East Osgiliath, Caranjos, etc. They're going to arrive in Minas Tirith within a few turns. Mordor, just, oh my god, pumping out units like nobody's business. We've got basically nearly a full stack of troops, and it will in fact be a full stack of troops before they leave Mordor. They're going to head up to Thornburg, pick up these guys, and then of course continue on towards Dol Guldur. We're still moving garrison troops and retraining troops, etc. So Amen Nafuin is nearly garrisoned properly. Arendellen, nearly garrisoned properly. I've got some more troops en route. Thranduil's Halls is not doing well. I think we got hit with some sort of, I don't know, it looked like a sabotage or something, some sort of spy action, and it really destroyed my public order. But we don't have any method to... I don't know, maybe we got hit with the plague. I'm fairly certain that the plague was already in Thranduil's halls, but something that spy did reduced my public order. Maybe he fomented unrest. I don't know. We are definitely going to need more troops up in Thranduil's halls pretty shortly. We do, in fact, have a candidate for adoption. Shagthak is going to try to adopt Yagduff, and I feel like it's going to fail. Not completed. Oh, God. Okay, where is Shagthak? First and foremost. Like, I'm not sure entirely what it is that causes... What it is that causes the candidates to die. I can't see... Like, there's more than enough room in the city, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's just random chance. If anyone has any insight as to what exactly causes your candidates to die like that, please drop me a line. I would love to know. So I actually built a blacksmith in the Black Gate because I figured we ought to armor our men as best as possible. So we could actually...
Get ready for fighting.
No, if we were to attack King Thengel, we would not receive our reinforcements. I really should have let him besiege Edoras first and then move in with the reinforcements, but that's that. Akora Hill is still a few 100 meters away. A few miles away, let's say, from Moria. He'll arrive next turn. Karis Galadin, we're beginning to amass troops and send them to Amangastal to then send to the mountain fort. There was an army of Eriador. Rather, an army of Arnor. They were kicking around here last turn, and I was worried they were going to besiege the mountain fort, but they fucked off somewhere. I don't know. We have luckily received all of those reinforcements in the mountain fort without issue. Unfortunately, we're still short any sort of professional troops in the mountain fort, so we're going to have to bring some Uruk-hai from somewhere. Karis Galadin is still 4 turns away from recruiting them. I don't think Caern Amroth can recruit them in any capacity. There is a barracks here. It is not an army barracks, however. Amangastal has a town guard. They don't have a barracks. You know what? I forgot to destroy some buildings in Ginird. I'll do that once we end the turn, because essentially that's all we're going to be doing. In the north, we can build an army for Adunafel, but I think I want a few more units before we march on Goblin Town, some more garbage tier fodder type units, and we have more than enough in Dol Guldur to go round, so I can see them coming up pretty shortly. Dawndeath, I think, is by far... He has strung the supply line the farthest. He has strung the supply and lines of communication the farthest. I mean, Sauron and Hormarath to a degree, but we have Entwade and Edoras pumping out units right here. The nearest place we're getting units for Rakyaberg is Dol Guldur and Ostengil. So it's quite a ways. He's going to be sitting there for a while, I feel. Anyway, we can probably end the turn. I'm hoping that our good friend King Thengel doesn't get any ideas, and we are able to sort of build a proper army before he assaults us. But I really feel as if that is not going to be the case. Let's find out.
Regroup, you louts. Regroup, you louts.
Are you guys hearing this right now? Jesus Christ. I don't know what it is. Every time I end the turn, and I think what it is I've got armies merging, and when they merge, there's an orc and he says, "Regroup, you louts!" Okay, but that just plays on repeat. "Regroup, you louts! Regroup, you louts!" Like, I'm talking 20 times. I almost want to remix it. It's like, yo, Shagthak, drop me a beat. "Regroup, you louts!" Like something like that, you know? It's every single time I end the turn. It's crazy. Aside from that, we have some good news in the sense that King Thengel has not attacked us. We were able to recruit more units, and he's actually split his army.
I respect
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. He has marched out to meet us alone, and he sent the army ahead of him. I don't understand the reasoning here. It's incredibly bizarre. Before we build this army, though, our mission to assassinate Thranduil has expired because it seems he's gone into hiding, which is not entirely true. Oh, maybe in fact he has gone into hiding. Thranduil! Oh, Thranduil! Interesting. I wonder... Huh, I wonder if his army just straight up disbanded. They were here. You can see the devastation. The irony in the fact that King Thranduil, king of the Wood Elves, environmentalists to the core, the fact that his army left devastation in their wake is incredibly funny to me. So he's gone, I guess. Shagthak is going to try to adopt Yagthak, and to be honest, if he only tried to adopt people whose name rhymed with his own, I would be incredibly supportive of that. Beyond a doubt. It seems to me that that actually... It did. Wonderful. The adoption went through. Looks like our papers were in order this time. And I'm going to say, where shall we send Yagthak? Looks like Bjorn's Halls. Nope, we have a governor there. Entwade, Thranduil's Halls, Arundelen, Gynird, and Rakuberg. These are all places that need a governor. Entwade most of all, it seems. I would have thought that Rosgabel would have been higher up here, but it seems not. Rosgabel is actually quite a ways down. It's one of the least... mountain fort. Is that... I thought we had a Nazgul. Oh, I see. Lunluck is still the governor for some odd reason. Okay, that... I worried for a moment that perhaps Ren the Unclean had an unfortunate accident and was crushed in like some sort of mining situation. I don't know. He tumbled down a fucking mine shaft. Entwade. Thranduil's Halls. I guess we'll send him to Thranduil's Halls. Although Aaron... Actually, no. Let's go Arundelen because it is the closest. There we go. Okay, we have enough troops that we can then remove Dwar of Wa from Arundelen, I think. Yep, and he will move towards Dol Guldur. He will eventually build himself an army down there. Most assuredly, we're sending some garrison troops up to Rosgabel, which is able actually to support 4 units. So if we find another, something like an Orc Raider, that would do. And then we can remove these Uruks and retrain them. The High Elves have declared war on Isengard. Interesting. Again, just mass amounts of recruitment. Construction, we built an administration in Entwade to assist with public order because it is just horrendous. Unfortunately, we are out of gold and we are having troubles actually recruiting all of these units. That's just fine though. Q stalled. Yes, I realized that, Wormtongue. I just mentioned it actually. Harad is the most advanced. I doubt it. They're horse fuckers down there. That's all you need to know. Okay, what would we like to do now? I believe we would like to grab a Corahil and besiege Moria. Let's maintain the... Actually, no. Ooh, a custom unit for Moria. Or rather, a custom... Oh god, they have a cave troll. A custom model for Moria. Let's build... Well, here's my question. Is Moria going to be a big, massive mountain? I feel as if it will be. So let's build some rams just in case there's a gate. I don't feel as if there will be. It's going to be a custom map, no doubt. Okay, we have, again, some more garrison troops. We're going to give all of these units to Gazbag. Build him this army. And look at that, we've already maxed out the army itself. So we will have to surround King Thengel If we attack Thengel with Gazbag, that will draw Captain Yogar in, and he will be reinforcements in that case, so that's incredibly interesting. We're still sending troops to Entwade, and in fact, we probably have more than enough troops in the west. So I'm going to remove some of these. Well, to be fair, actually, once we complete this battle, we'll have to do a bit of retraining and the like. I don't want to send weak units to the front as reinforcements, is what I'm saying. Minas Tirith also receiving a bunch of reinforcements. We can probably prune back that reinforcement as well. I'm not joking. I went down city to city, basically just filling the production queues of all of these places. Just ridiculous amounts of recruitment. Pelargir, unfortunately, is having issues with public order. And I think I'm going to have to put more garrison units there just to make sure. Look at this. We've got like nearly half a stack and a half of troops in Minas Tirith, and a full stack of troops in the Black Gate of all varying grades of quality and the like. And I think that's it for Barad-dûr. Let's put out some Maulers and some Uruk-hai. Doomington is just pumping out shit tier units. We don't need that. Durthang doing nothing. And yeah, let's retrain some of these guys. Give them armor. Not that orc bands necessarily need armor, but I mean, they're there anyway. We've got some gold. Okay, so we've got a full stack of troops in the Black Gate. Quite a few heavily armored one, Uruk-hai, Morning Guard, and the like. We've got some shit tier units in Thornburg, and we'll send them all to Dol Guldur. Wonderful. I think we're about ready to end the turn yet again. And I really want to build this army for Dunefell. So, let's see. What does he have and what does he need? He's got some weak Uruk-hai that will have to be retrained. Luckily, we have a unit here to replace them. We've got some troll catapults that he can use. And probably these Uruk-hai he'll need. Because he has Orc Band. He's got some raiders. He does actually have quite a bit of Uruk-hai. So we do need more garbage tier units, actually. More raiders and the like, which we're having troubles recruiting, it seems. They're just used so often, that's the problem. Okay, we'll send these guys to Rosgabel. I use them as garrison units and the like, so they more often than not get claimed by other cities and the like. But, you know, we'll give all of these troops to our good friend Adunafel. There we go. He can surely build an army with that. And then with what we have coming from the south, we can build the armies even further. Oh man, there's just so much shit going on. As soon as I think I'm done, you know, moving units around and the like, I look up and holy shit, we have to look at the mountain fort, Amon Gastal, Karis Galadin and the like. Shit. We've got some units we'll send to Amon Gastal. There we go. Okay, we now have quite an appreciable amount of troops to send to the mountain fort, which is going to have to possibly fend off some high elves because Captain Eruvian has arrived. So, as far as I can see, we've got most of our offensive actions are going to be actually happening in the mountains, in Goblin Town, out of the mountain fort, in Moria, and then in the south, potentially. We could crush Isengard before we take on Rohan, but from what I'm seeing, Isengard actually has quite a lot of troops. They've got Captain Gorshag here. That's a full stack of troops. They had another stack hiding outside of Isengard somehow, something like that. Dunyard is garrisoned quite heavily. Basically what I'm saying is I should, in fact, wipe out the Rohirrim, rather, before turning on Isengard. Although I'm noticing that Harad is actually moving troops up through the north, so we're going to have to be quick. To that end, let's build this army preemptively for Sauron. We're going to take the catapult. We're going to take all of these stronger units of Uruk-hai. We're going to take maybe 4 units of archers. The rest can garrison Gnird. We'll take the Maulers and the Morning Guard. And we'll take Hornrather Deer. There we go. So that's something of an army, but we'll definitely need some orc band or raiders to fill it out, and then he can march on Adorn. Basically, I was thinking I wanted him to defend the river, but it's a little late for that. In fact, if he's going to be defending the river, we may as well give him more archers. Can we give him 3 units of archers? We can, in fact. Okay. So we'll stick him on that river, and he'll just have to wait for some of these reinforcements to arrive. What we could do, potentially, is send these guys out preemptively, out of Entwade. We've got some reinforcements here. Perfect. Okay, so there's a lot of administration going on. I understand it's possibly not the most thrilling of things to watch. So I assure you, when we come back next episode, there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen. First and foremost, we're going to destroy King Thengel, and his cretin Captain Aegar. We'll take them on first thing next episode, and potentially, depending on whether I end the turn, we may capture Moria. I feel as if Moria is going to have to wait another episode or 2, and then of course some more administration as we move these troops around. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment. Always appreciated. A bit of a short episode today, but I feel like I don't want to have to fight any of these battles right away. So that's why I'm ending it right here, okay? I don't want to hear any whining. Anyway, as I said, leave a like, leave a comment. As always, my name is Incoherence. This has been episode, 120 of the Mordor campaign? Oh god, so many fucking episodes. 120 episodes of the Third Age campaign as Mordor. I will see you all later.